Hello everyone, I know I normally never make videos on Sundays on here, but I wanted to make this video because I feel like it's very important, and I figured that I would make a video because I've been very active on my social media, but I haven't talked about the situation yet. I just wanted to make sure that everything I was saying was accurate for one. Wanted to make sure that I was getting all my points across, and yeah, this video was just very tough for me to make. It's a very difficult situation to say the least. Let's just unpack everything. So basically what happened is that George Floyd had the police called on him because while he was at a grocery store, he used a $20 counterfeit bill to pay. And the police were called because white people love using the police as their own personal hotline. And while he was being arrested, the officer, George Chauvin, had his knee on George Floyd's neck, and he was saying, "I can't breathe," or bystanders saying, "Please stop." And of course there were cops beside him that weren't even doing anything about the situation. And he ended up dying, which is incredibly heartbreaking to say the very least. And I'm just so sick of this happening in America. This happened time and time again, and I just want change, which is why people started doing riots and people were looting Target. And my opinion on the looting is that I'm all for it. And the reason that I say that is because we have tried so many times for peaceful protest, and they obviously are not working, so people turn to a different situation. Riots work, that's why we're doing them. A lot of people want to say, oh, MLK was peaceful and he had results and blah blah blah. MLK was still shot anyway, and his kids are for it. And the CEO of Target himself said that he's behind the Black Lives Matter movement and that they're going to be fine at the end of the day. So that's my opinion on that. Some of you guys are going so hard for Target. I'm like, they're literally a multi-million or billion-dollar corporation, if I remember correctly. They're going to be fine at the end of the day. You can replace items on Target shelf. You can't replace someone's life. And let's also talk about how police are escalating a lot of these situations as well. Trump's statement saying, oh, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. I don't even have words to describe how disgusting that is. He's calling on the National Guard to basically kill black people. Like, it's just, I don't have words for it. I don't. Like, Trump has proven time and time again what an awful human being he is ever since he's been elected, and I hope people are actually going to show up to the polls this time and vote him out of office. That's what we need to do. I know I will be there, and that is my opinion on Trump's statement. And now, after all of that happened, so Derek Chauvin has been arrested, and he is facing third-degree murder and manslaughter. And people aren't happy with this because of a couple things. First off, he knew George Floyd for 17 years. Second, his knee was on his neck for 8 minutes. He had a lot of time to say, hey, I can stop. He can still live. And he kept doing it anyway, so obviously it was intentional. Third-degree murder is basically saying, oh, this was an accident. Therefore, he should be charged with at least second or first-degree murder. This officer in particular, he's killed someone before. He has had several complaints put up against him. Apparently, it's 18 complaints. So obviously, there is a problem here. There's an issue here. So third-degree murder and manslaughter is not enough. Raise the degree. And I don't even know if he'll be convicted because he is a cop. So we will see what happens with that, but hopefully the degree gets raised. And then next, I wanted to talk about the all cops are bad thing. So I have my opinion on it, and the statement that I found is actually the best way to explain everything. So that is what we're going to do. I'm just going to read it out to you guys. It says, all people who say all cops are bad know that not all cops are racist, anti-gay, power-tripping people. Yes, Brittany, your uncle who's a cop probably is a nice dude who thinks he's doing a good thing, but at the end of the day, all cops are part of a corrupt system that has massive racial prejudice issue, brutality issues, and an issue of 40% of cops having domestic violent charges. On top of that, cops don't care if the laws they're enforcing are just or not. Cops continue to arrest those on marijuana possession, ruining their lives, even though it's been proven smoking marijuana has no negative side effects on the brain and should be legalized. So while not all cops are bad, all cops are part of a corrupt system. All you do by saying not all cops and my uncle's a cop and he isn't like them is showing how sheltered you are. So that's my opinion on it. And I just want to say, if anyone is going to protest or anything like that, please make sure that you're safe. There's a lot of resources online of how to stay safe. Police officers are putting tape over their numbers on their badges. They're turning off body cams, and bad things are just happening at these protests. You know, police officers are just being terrible. So we just need to make sure that we're staying safe with these. I will have some resources down below in the description, and yeah. And the next thing I probably want to say is Black Lives Matter all the time. It's amazing to see how many people love black culture. They have so many black friends. They're married to someone black. You know, they have a tie in that way. And they're not saying anything about the situation. And it is so incredibly frustrating. Why are you being silent? Why are you being silent? Why are you not saying anything? Like, and by doing that, it just shows that you are on the side of the oppressor, period. That is my opinion on that, like, literally. And I'm so tired of this performative activism. people going on Instagram and saying, oh, tag 10 people, Black Lives Matter, and then they just log off for the day. That's not enough. What we need to be doing is we need to be providing resources, saying, hey, these are petitions you can sign, giving donation links to where you can donate to help the cause, and helping protesters stay safe. There's so many resources out there, and I'm just tired of people ignoring the situation like it's not happening. And also, even if you are being an activist online, make sure you bring that into person. I'm going and I'm talking to my family about it. I'm talking to my friends about it. I am just bringing awareness to the situation. That's also what you need to be doing. And by not saying anything, it really shows a lot about who you are, that you can just stand by and be silent in a time like this. And also, I'm sick of people, whenever we say Black Lives Matter, they're saying, oh, Blue Lives Matter and blah, blah, blah. Being a cop is a job. You can quit being a cop at any time. Black people can't quit being black. So stop telling me, oh, well, Blue Lives Matter and blah, blah, blah. There are other jobs out there. Okay? Period. That is my statement on that. And I think that is pretty much everything I want to say. And I hope that I didn't give any information that was not true. I hope that I didn't miss anything. But like I said, I'll have resources down below in the description for everything. But at the end of the day, I just want to see change. I just want to see things getting better, because seeing this happen in America and just all over the world, there are plenty of cases that we haven't even heard about, I'm sure, that are going on like this, where there's not body cams. A transgender man, I believe, was killed. I think his name was Tony McDade recently. That has just happened. It's just dehumanizing. It's heartbreaking. There's just so many words to describe this entire situation, and I sincerely hope that things do get better. But that is just my statement. Black Lives Matter, period. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in my next one.